Good morning children. Today we are studying poverty as a challenge. So let us study about poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is the extreme situation that people are not finding any food at all. What is poverty? Poverty is the extreme situation that people they are not finding food at all. So that condition we can call it as poverty. You know that poverty one of the most difficult challenges that faced by independent India, which was the most difficult challenge faced by our independent India or free India. That was nothing but poverty. Poverty is the extreme situation that people are not finding any food. So that condition we can call it as poverty. The most difficult challenges that free India face or independent India face, that is nothing but poverty. Poverty, we can say that there are two types of poverty. Which are the two types of poverty? First, the poverty that happened in these urban areas. That is poverty that happened in the urban areas, we can call it urban poverty. Another we can call it as rural poverty. Another types of poverty that we can call it as rural poverty. First urban poverty, second rural poverty. There are two types of poverty. Which are the two types of poverty? One is urban poverty, another is rural poverty. What is urban poverty? The poverty that happened in the city that people we can call it as urban poverty, and rural, that is poverty that happened in the villages, that we can call it as rural poverty. So the urban poverty and rural poverty is entirely different. The people, those who are living in the urban areas, they face problems related to their job. For example, juggies, then the people like rickshaw pullers, then you know that the people they are selling things on the roadside, vendors, juggies, rickshaw pullers. So they face problems in the cities. Why? Because their income is very limited. They will get maybe per day they may get 200 or 300 rupees. So 200 and 300 rupees per day, that is not sufficient to live. You know it very well. So if they get such amount, they cannot live in the urban areas. Moreover, their living condition is very poor. They are not living in big houses. They are living in one areas, one colonies or one areas. They may be living in the slum areas. They may be living in the slum areas. Maybe their family may be big family. Children may be 3-4 children, and maybe old parents may be there. And these children they are not getting proper education because their income is 200 rupees per day. That is not sufficient for. Some days they won't get these amount also. Some days they may get maybe 500 or 600, but other days they may get normally we get 200 to 300 rupees. That is not sufficient for them. The main reason behind is that they are doing odd jobs. They are doing certain kinds of job that is not sufficient to support them. For example, the juggies, then the vendors, vegetable vendors, then the rickshaw pullers. They are doing this their work. They are doing this works. Then cobblers. They are doing certain works in the cities. But they even though they are doing works in the cities, but their income is very limited. With that income, they cannot survive in the society. That situation we can call it as urban unemployment. When this urban unemployment that happens, they were forced to live in the slum areas. They were forced to live in slum areas rather than they want to live in the areas and that rich people they are living in that areas. They can't live. They can live only the areas, slum areas, that people they crowd themselves in that area. That area we can call it as the slum areas. The people they live in that slum areas. They were going utter poverty. They are not getting sufficient income. Some days they may not get a proper income, so that they may suppose if they get illness or disease. They will be affected by diseases or illness. They can't survive in the society because the proper treatment they can't get the proper treatment because money is essential for the proper treatment. That time they were leading to poverty. At last they may leads to poverty. That is the situation we can call it as vulnerability. So vulnerability is the next step to poverty. Next step they may leads to poverty. Vulnerability is the situation, but they were prone to poverty. We can say they were prone to poverty. That is urban poverty. So next we are discussing about the rural poverty. Rural poverty here it means that in the village areas, so many people are in their villages, but they are not finding any job at all. If unemployment become common, definitely they will go to poverty, because so many people they are uneducated. Most of the people in this rural or village areas, they are uneducated. They can't get a service sector job, tertiary sector job like banking, then office, then teachers, then bankers, like that job they never get it, because they are uneducated. They may get a basic education, but they are not higher education. They don't have this higher education. If they did not have this higher education, definitely what will happen is that due to the lack of higher education, they may do some jobs in that villages. Sometimes they may be loading the things. Sometimes they may be they may engage in agriculture. Sometimes they may be landless peasants. So that these peoples they did not have proper income at all. They did not have proper income at all. With this lack of this proper income, definitely these village people they were going to this poverty. Moreover, their family may be big family. Their family may be big family with their limited income. One person earns money. One person may be earning money. This earning money, with this money, this person can't support that family. Suppose if that person will be affected by disease or anything like that, definitely this family will going to poverty, and nobody will help. They were in the helplessness. They were helpless, and nobody will help them, because there is no relatives for them. So in this situation, that leads to, in the village areas, that peoples they were prone to poverty, that we can call it as rural poverty. Once again I want to discuss. First one is urban poverty, second one is rural poverty. First one is urban poverty, second one is rural poverty. What is urban poverty? In the city areas, people they are doing certain works. For example, jaggies, then rickshaw pullers, rickshaw walas, then you know that vegetable vendors, then cobblers. Such people, they did not have regular income. They did not have regular income. They will get per day they will get 200 to 300 rupees. That is not sufficient to support their family. The family members may be large family members. The children, these parents they can't send the children to home. Maybe they have old parents. With this income they have to support the old parents also. So they may leads to poverty. This leads to poverty. That is called prone to poverty or vulnerability to poverty. They were going through poverty. This is the situation that happened in the urban areas. Then next we want to study about the rural areas. Rural here means village areas. In village areas, you know that the village people, they are suffering a lot, because the village people, some people they did not find any job at all, because of the lack of education. They will get only basic education. They won't get a higher education. So that they want to engage in some activities that is not skilled. They won't be skilled. They won't be efficient in certain areas. Sometimes they may be satisfied with whatever they get the job. Sometimes they may be doing the odd jobs. Sometimes they may be doing seasonal works. Sometimes they may engage in agriculture. Sometimes they may be loading the things. So that these people, their work is very limited. Moreover, these people they can't support their family with this limited income. Moreover, there is no regular income. There is no regular or permanent. They do not have permanent or regular jobs. Moreover, you know that some housemaids are there. These housemaids also support that families, but these income also very limited. They may go to 3-4 houses. Housemates they want to go 3-4 houses to do this work. Then only they will get some job. Suppose if they got fever or disease or anything like that will happen, then if they fail to go to some one of the home, next day that the owners of the home may say that next day onwards you need to come to our home, so that this person may lose that job. So that also leads to poverty. So these are uncertain jobs. We can call it as uncertain jobs. These are uncertain jobs. There is no job guarantee for them. They are leading to poverty. Poverty is what is poverty? Poverty is the extreme situation that they are not getting food at all. So even sufficient food at all. So you know that the calories of food is necessary. When we consider about the rural and urban areas, the calories of food may be different. Why this happened, I will explain. First, try to understand. You know that in these rural areas, in the village areas, they need more calories of food. More calories of food is needed in the rural areas. But in the urban areas, they need 2100 calories of food. 2100 calories of food only needed in the urban areas, but in the rural areas they need 2400 calories of food. Why these differences happen? Why these differences happen? So why these rural areas need more calories of food? The main reason behind is that rural area people, they are doing more manual works. In urban areas, you know that they are well educated. They will go to the companies. They will be under AC. They will be doing works as managers. Sometimes the doing jobs in the banks. Then there may be business persons, or sometimes there may be lawyers. There may be engineers. There may be doctors. They were running business. There may be owners of many entrepreneurs and many enterprises, or we can say many firms. There may be owners of many firms. So their income is very high. Moreover, they are not doing hard work. They are not doing manual work. They are doing hard work, no doubt at all, but they are not doing manual work. For manual work, need more calories of food. So in rural area, people they are heavy load. They are carrying heavy load. They are doing these agriculture works. That may be very hard work. They want to dig the land so that they may need more energy. That is why the disparities or the differences that happen in the rural areas and the urban areas. In the rural areas need 2400 calories of food. 2400 calories of food is necessary for the rural areas, but in the urban areas only needed 2100 calories of food, because they are not doing these kinds of very hard manual works. So that is the reason these differences that happens. You know that the poverty line, next we are studying about the poverty line. When we consider about the poverty line, you know that each country's poverty line is different. One country's poverty line is different from another country. One country's poverty line is entirely different from another country. One country's poverty line, that may be their criteria. The criteria is therefore to consider about the poverty line, there will be a criteria. As per the criteria, our country's criteria is entirely different from the countries like America or any other European country. Our country, because we are considering about our economy of the country, according to the economy of the country, we can say that these countries will become poverty line, under poverty line. There are, you know, that below poverty line is there, above poverty line is there, under poverty line. So above, below poverty line is there. APL and BPL, normally we will say that APL and BPL. APL is above poverty line, BPL is below poverty line. Below poverty line, they are going to leading to poverty. In order to support this, government has done a lot of programs. We will discuss which are the programs the government is done to eliminate or eradicate poverty, that we will discuss. Before that, first try to understand one thing, that in each countries their poverty line is entirely different. When we consider about India, one person owns a car. One person, he owns a car. One person, he owns a car. That is considered as luxury. Even now in India also, in India, if a person having a car is considered as luxury. But in America, it's not like that. Or many other European countries not considered, because that is not a luxury. That is essential for them. That is not luxury. But in countries like India, own a car, that become a luxury. In some countries, every family they have one car is there, they have cars. So but we consider about India, own a car that become a luxury in India. When we consider about India, that become a luxury, in India. So when we consider about the poverty line, we cannot calculate the poverty line of India and many other countries. Many other countries, their poverty line, they determine the poverty line, that is entirely different. One country's this poverty line is entirely different from another country's poverty line. So different countries use different poverty lines. For example, United States may consider, for example, not having a car in the United States, not listen that not having a car in the United States may be considered poor. A person not having a car in the United States may be considered poor. In India, listen, owning of a car is considered still luxury. Owning a car is considered still luxury. So that you can understand the different poverty lines in different countries. Different countries have different poverty lines. India, a person owns a car that is luxury. At the same time, United States of America, a person not having a car means poverty. That is the situation. In India, if a person is not having a car, is not considered as poverty. But in America, a person is not having a car, that is considered as poverty. Look, the poverty lines in different countries, that is different poverty lines. Different countries have different poverty lines. I hope that you understood about the different poverty lines in different countries. In America's poverty line and India's poverty line, that is entirely different. That only I discussed. Next, you know that in these 2,400 calories of food is needed in the rural areas, but in the urban areas, 2,100 calories only needed in the urban areas or city areas. What is the reason? I told you that the reason that more manual work is done by the people in the villages. That is why they need more calories of food. 2,400 calories. If they are under 2,400 calories of food, it means that they are into poverty. That is the difference between the urban areas urban areas need less calories of food than the rural areas. So I hope that you understood about these differences. Next, we are discussing about social exclusion and vulnerability. What is social exclusion and what is vulnerability? Social exclusion means excluding any person or a group of peoples due to poverty. So, suppose you know that the poor people, they are living in these marshy areas or colonies, or we can say that they are living in slum areas. No doubt at all, they are living in slum areas. The rich people, they won't allow these people to live with them, so that they will be avoided. They will be live in one corner of the city, or they will be live in the slum areas. They may be living together. They may be all these people gather together and live in a particular area that we can call it as slum areas. These poor people, they are living in the slum areas. They will be excluded. They will be avoided. They will be excluded from the society. That we can call it as social exclusion. That is called social exclusion. Society always give importance to the rich people, and who are more influential and powerful, and rich people only given proper kind of consideration. But these people, poor people and poverty-stricken peoples, they will be removed from the society. They will be lived in one corner of the society or corner of the city, so that they will be excluded. This exclusion is called social exclusion. What is social exclusion? exclusion. Some people they will be excluded due to their due to low income, or they will be going to poverty. They will be under poverty. That people will be excluded by the society. That we can call it as social exclusion. That time you may ask why these kinds of things that happen in our society. In our country says that equality before law, all are equal before law, you may say. But this we cannot deny the importance of social exclusion. Now also social exclusion is there. Those who are having less income and they are not influential in the society, they will be excluded in the society. That we can call it as social exclusion. Social exclusion is a major problem in our country, India. Social exclusion is a major problem. So we have to remove that social exclusion. Government has a plan to remove these kinds of social exclusion. Even though these kinds of things, government poverty and measures are there, now also existing the social exclusion, that is called the social exclusion. Next we want to discuss about vulnerability. What is vulnerability? Vulnerability is the extreme situation that leads to poverty. Extreme situation that leads to poverty. The vulnerability is prone to poverty. They are not poverty. They are in the stage of poverty. Next step they are going to poverty. That we can call it as vulnerability. What is vulnerability? Vulnerability is the extreme situation. They are prone to poverty. Next step, that is poverty. It means that they are prone to poverty. That we can call it as vulnerability. Social groups which are mostly vulnerable to the society. That you understand that. In society, there are certain sections of people they will be excluded. Which are the peoples excluded in the society? Which are the peoples that will be excluded in the society? First, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Then reservation peoples, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward castes, then tribal people. These people, the society will exclude these people in the society. These peoples will not get proper respect. These people will be socially excluded. These people is now going to vulnerability. These are the people they are going to vulnerability. Which are the people they are going to vulnerability? Scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, then tribal peoples, Adivasis. So these peoples are vulnerable groups. We can say that these are the peoples they are going to these are vulnerable groups. Scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, the Adivasi groups, they are vulnerable to poverty. They are in the extreme situation. Why? Because they are not getting proper education. Even though they are getting education, also they won't go to school. They don't know the importance of education. Their parents may be uneducated. These uneducated peoples, they are not bothered about the importance of education. They never send their children to school. So that is the reason. And another reason is that that the school will be far away in the society. The school will be far away. So understand that poverty line. Different countries have different poverty. Different countries have different poverty line. India's poverty line is entirely different from extremely different from other countries' poverty. In India, you know that the people they are having a car is considered as luxury. But in America, those who are not having a car is considered as poverty. So look the difference between one countries that will be different from another country. So the criteria of one country's poverty line is entirely different from another country's poverty line. You never consider that India's poverty line is same like another country's poverty line. So that the entirely different is there. One country's poverty line is entirely different from another country's poverty line. So these are the things you try to understand. Next we discuss about the social exclusion. So people they will be excluded in the society. Some people they will be excluded in the society. That we can call as social exclusion. Vulnerability is the extreme situation that they are stepping to poverty. That we can call it as vulnerability. Next we will try to understand about what are the causes of poverty. What are the causes that leads to poverty, or what are the causes of poverty? First of all, try to understand that landlessness. Landlessness is one of the reasons for poverty. You know that so many people in India, you know that more than 130 crores of people are living in our country. All these people are not rich. Majority of the people they are not in a rich stage. They are under poverty. Some people they are under poverty. They are under, we can say that below poverty. Some people are below poverty. They are living in the poverty line. Sometimes these people they did not have land at all. They may be working under any owners of the land. Any owners of the land, their property, they may be working. These people, they were workers. They will go to the fields of any other owners. So that these people, they did not have land at all. These people are landless people. They may be live in a rented house. They may be living in the rented house. These people, they are living in the rented house. That we can call it, and they are in this landlessness. They are living in a rented house, so they have to find money for rent. Moreover, they have to find work. So moreover, they did not have regular income. They are, we can say that they are doing certain odd jobs. Sometimes they are engaged in seasonal jobs. So they have to find money for all the expense of that family. If that family is a very big family, definitely they may have to find money to survive for all this, to support all this family. They need a good income, otherwise they can't survive in the society. That is landless. First one, landlessness. Second one is unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment, you know that people, 130 crores of people are there in India. Among these, so many families are there. Many families now also, they are searching for job. They do not have job at all. This situation, we can call it as unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment is the situation that people are not getting any job at all. That is called unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment is the situation that people are not finding any job, that we can call it as unemployment. People, they are searching for job, but they did not find a job, that we can call it as unemployment. Unemployment, we can divide it into several sections. First one is educated unemployment, disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment is there, educational unemployment is there, seasonal unemployment is there. Then rural unemployment is there, urban unemployment is there. So different sections. First of all, we can discuss about seasonal unemployment. What is seasonal unemployment? Seasonal unemployment means in certain season only people have job. Other season there is no job. That we can call it as seasonal unemployment. Next is disguised unemployment. What is disguised unemployment? It means that 5 inmates are needed for our areas work, or you have some certain areas of land that time you need you call 5 members for your property, that for the properties work you ask 5 members, you call them. These 5 members come to your property and they did the work, but all of a sudden 3 members they work very hard. You have seen that 3 members they are doing the work sincerely and dedicatedly, but 2 members simply engage that work. Next day you may say that these 2 members don't need to come. So you can understand that these 2 members are disguised members, disguised people. Why? Because they simply engaged time, and evening time they took the money as the other 3 hardworking people's their work. But next day, if you call these 3 members, hardworking 3 members, nothing will happen. So that because what happened in yesterday's work, the same work, next day also the same work will be finished. Why? Because these 2 members are disguised, but these 3 members they work hard. They add it to the national income. They will be doing sincere work, dedicated work, so that nothing will happen. In the next day also the same work will be done. So that that is called disguised unemployment. The seasonal unemployment I explained, disguised unemployment I explained. Then educated unemployment. What is educated unemployment? Educated unemployment means you know that so many people they are matriculated, they are postgraduate and graduate. In Kerala, we are facing the most extreme problem, that is educated unemployment. What is educated unemployment? Kerala people they are giving more importance to human, what we can call it human capital. Human capital. They invest more money for human capital. Kerala they are giving more importance to human capital, investment for human capital. You know that Kerala people, they are giving importance to education, and proper education will be given to the children, so that what will happen is that these children will get proper education, they will get good qualifications, higher education, and they may be graduate and postgraduate, but they did not find any job at all. Why this situation happened? The reason is that in our sector, in our private and government sector, job that will be limited. Job is very less. Within that job, maybe more people are educated, more people, you know that more than 2 crores of people are living in Kerala. Among these 2 crores of people are not finding job at all. So many people there now also they are searching for government job. So many people they are satisfied with what they get that job, whatever that may be private firm or whatever may be, they are satisfied with that job. But some people they are not satisfied with whatever they get. They want government job only, so that unemployment may happen. So that these kinds of situation may happen. So this is called educated unemployment. Educated means these people are matriculated, then graduate, postgraduate, but the job is very less. They can't enter that job. All the people will not get a job. If 3,000 vacancies are there, only 3,000 members are needed. If 3,000 vacancies, if 1 lakh people are there, it means there are 3,000 people's works after other members, balance members, they did not find any job at all. They are searching for the job only. That people we can call it as, that situation we can call it as educated unemployment. Educated unemployment, that is very critical and severe if we consider about the state. Kerala number 1 for is educated unemployment. Educated unemployment. So, and the severe problem that happened in Kerala, because Kerala government can give jobs as per the availability of the job only. Balance members, how can they afford? Because all these people, most of the people, 99.9% literate people are there, and so many people are graduated and postgraduate people, but they did not get job because the job is very less, but more people are there. In this situation, more people with higher education, that is the reason, higher education, educated, so that they won't get a job. This situation we can call it as educated unemployment. Sometimes in examination they ask what is displaced unemployment, what is this seasonal unemployment, what is educated unemployment. These are the difference. I hope that you understood about seasonal unemployment, displaced unemployment, and educated unemployment. I hope that you understood. In rural case and the rural and urban cases that are different. Rural cases is entirely different from urban cases. I explained to you earlier. So, 2 dimensions of poverty are there. Which are the 2 dimensions of poverty? In examination may ask which are the 2 dimensions of poverty. One is social exclusion. So 2 dimensions of poverty. Which are the 2 dimensions of poverty? The 2 dimensions of poverty are, first one social exclusion, second one vulnerability. These are the 2 dimensions of poverty. Which are the 2 dimensions of poverty? First one is social exclusion, second one is vulnerability. These are the 2 dimensions of poverty. Social exclusion is a social evil, no doubt at all, it is social evil. But even though that is practiced in India, then vulnerability is the situation that is leading to poverty. First step, after the step, if they are going to poverty, because this may be due to several reasons. If joint family is there, that their income is very less, definitely some people they are leading to poverty. So the 3 times food, 3 square meals, some families in the village areas, they did not find 3 square meals per day. 3 square meals per day. Why they are not getting 3 square meals per day? What is the reason? The reason behind this is that they are not finding 3 square meals per day. Why? Because their income is low income. They have low income and their family members are more. And maybe parents are there, they are in the old, they are old age, they were dependent section, and the children may be there, 3-4 children is there, they were also dependent section. So one person may be working or one or two person working also. With the, it's very difficult to support all the members. That may leads to poverty. That leads to poverty. That is one among the reasons. Joint family also leads to poverty. If their income is less, definitely they will leads to poverty. That is one of the reasons for vulnerability. So landlessness we discussed about, that is the case of poverty. Second one is unemployment. Unemployment we discussed about different types of unemployment: disguised, seasonal, then educated. So these all these are different types of unemployment: rural unemployment, urban unemployment, etc. Next is size of families. That is the most important point. I already told you that if big family or joint family is there, these family members, these all are living in one family. That times if one person only get income, definitely that family will goes to poverty. Suppose if one or two members will get sick, they cannot afford the situation. That maybe definitely leads to poverty. That is the situation that is leading to poverty. That may be leading to poverty. So you understand the size of this. Next is illiteracy. Why this illiteracy leads to poverty? Illiteracy definitely leads to poverty. Why? Because if uneducated parents are there, they did not know the importance of education. Suppose if their child is studying well and ask parents, I want to go for higher studies, that parents may say that, why you are going to higher studies? If you go to higher studies, you will not get any job. This is the situation. Why you are simply wasting time? I don't have much money to send you to higher studies. Moreover, if you go to higher studies also there, how can you find a job? So because they did not know the importance of education, because they only know the basic education, they only get a basic education. Sometimes they will be illiterate, sometimes they may be illiterate. If they are illiterate, definitely they are not at all bothered about the importance of education. They never send their children to school. So that definitely this may lead to poverty. Next generation they may go to poverty because the children will not go to the education. They may be supporting the family, they may be doing some household work. Definitely they won't get education. If they are not getting proper education, definitely they won't get a good job. A good job, I mean that high income or higher earning they won't get. They will be satisfied with what they will get. There is no permanent job at all. Definitely that may lead to poverty. Next generation also they go to poverty. Suppose this generation is poverty, next generation also leading to poverty. This situation may happen there. This may happen. That also one of the reasons for the poverty. Next is poor health and malnutrition. Poor health and malnutrition is one among the reasons for poverty. You know that health is wealth. Without health, nobody can survive in the society. Proper health and proper nutritious diet is very essential. 2,400 calories of food is necessary in the rural areas. In the urban areas, 2,100 calories of food is essential in the urban areas. In the urban areas, rural areas, that these kinds of calories of food is essential. These calories of food is not essential, not getting for them. It means that they are leading to poverty. This is the criterion for this considering about poverty. At least they will get 2,400 calories of food in the urban, in the rural areas. In urban areas they need 2,100 calories of food. If they won't get it, definitely they will get it to poverty. In so many families in the rural areas, they are satisfied with what they are getting fast food. Sometimes every day they are having the same food. You know that they are not getting proper nutritious minerals, nutritious and other food, vitamins and other things they are not getting. So all these things are very essential for our health. So that may lead to malnutrition. So many villages in Kerala, if we take about the tribal peoples, most of these tribal children, they are under malnutrition. What is malnutrition? It means that they are not getting proper nutritious diet and nutritious food. You know that so many tribal areas which Which are the tribals? Kadar, Kanikar, Muduvan, Ulladan, Urani, Malamandaram. So these types of tribal peoples are there. So many tribal peoples are there. These tribal peoples, they are not getting proper nutritious food. Nutritious food. The hospital may be far away. One thing. Another thing is that these people they do not have proper income. So whatever they get, they are satisfied with that things. So they are not getting proper nutritious diet. Due to this lack of nutritious diet, definitely that may leads to malnutrition. So you know that in Kerala itself, in Wayanad and other tribal areas or Adivasi areas or tribal areas, these children they are not getting proper nutrition. So the survey said that so many children in the tribal areas, not only in India, then so many tribal sandals, so many tribal peoples are there in different parts of India. So many tribals are there. Tribal language also is there. Tribal culture is there. So these type of peoples, these sandals and the other tribal peoples, they are not getting proper nutritious food. Moreover, they are not at all bothered about the importance of nutritious diet. They may think that whatever they will get to give, that is sufficient for them. But actually, these children may lead to malnutrition. Due to the malnutrition, they may get different types of diseases. They may be affected by diseases. So they can't become a healthy people. They can't become the next generation. They never become a healthy generation. Due to the lack of this health, that may lead to poverty. These peoples, they can't earn anything. Without help, nobody can work hard. Without work, they can't earn money. So that health is very essential. That is why health is wealth. We will say that if you have health, you can earn wealth. If you don't have health, you can't earn anything. So health is very important aspects to consider about considering about our health. So considering about the progress of our health. So health is very essential. If they are not having unhealthy, definitely that may lead to poverty. So poor health and malnutrition. Next is child labor. You know that so many families in the village. If you consider about the villages, so many villages are there in India. So many villages are there. In these village peoples, they are not getting proper education. These uneducated parents, they never send their children to school. Suppose if they go to sometimes 3-4 classes, maybe they go to maximum, they will go to class 8, then they stop studying. And parents, they are not bothered about the importance of education. They never send their children to school. So that what will happen is that these children will support the family, and the children are not at all aware about the importance of education. So they may think that to support the family is very essential. To support the young children, that is very essential. So that they will may help these younger children and taking care of these younger ones, and they won't go to school. So this also leads to poverty, because these children they can't find a good job. I mean that good earnings, so that they may also lead to poverty. Leads to poverty. This is one of the reasons for poverty. That is nothing. Then these children, they may work in the home itself. They may be goes to factory. Sometimes they may goes to family members. Maybe big family members. It may be 10 members or 8 members. So that some children were forced to go to factories. They may go to factories, and they may work in that factories. You know that the children were not allowed to go to factories. That is hazardous work. That is dangerous work. Factory Act is against this child labor. You know that child labor is prohibited. Even though this child labor is prohibited, some children in the rural areas that they are not at all aware about this. Some children maybe go to these factories, and they may work. They may be engaged in hazardous or dangerous work. So that situation, hazardous or dangerous work, children will engage. Definitely that may affect their health. Later on, what happens? Income they cannot earn more income. They may be satisfied with whatever the work they are doing. So that you can understand that these are child labor is one reason for the poverty in India. So another reason I am going to explain another reason for another causes of poverty, that is nothing but helplessness. So many families, big families are there. These families, sometimes big families are there. One person may be having income. He may be working very hard. He will go to work. Morning itself he will go to work, and evening he will come. And with that money, they are managing the two ends. We will say that two ends meet. So anyway, they are managing that. Expenses of daily expenses. They are managing daily expenses due to his income. So he may be daily worker, or he may be doing odd jobs, or maybe daily worker. He will go to work morning itself. He will go to work and he work very hard. Evening time he will get some money. This is that income that he will purchase the materials, medicines for the grandparents. So that he will come to home. So anyhow they will manage. But all of a sudden, or any diseases or anything happen to that person, definitely the income will stop. If that income will stop, what about the other members? Depending section. Depending section are children and old people, they are depending section. These children and old people, they are depending this person. That time, all of a sudden, he got sick and 3-4 days, he will be in, he can't go to work. Definitely, these people will be starved. They will be close to starvation, or we can say that starvation is they will go to poverty. Definitely, they will be under poverty. They will be going to poverty. This is the situation. So nobody, they are in the helplessness. They are in helplessness. Nobody dare to help these people because they do not have any connection with other people. Moreover, these rich people will be excluded. These people, because these people are poor sections of people, so they will be excluded. They may be live in the slum areas. So these rich people never help these slum area people, so that they will be socially excluded and they will be under vulnerability. They will be under leading to poverty. These are all the reasons for causes of poverty. What are the causes that leads to poverty? What are the reasons for poverty, or what are the causes that leads to poverty? First one, landlessness. Second one, unemployment. Third one, size of the families. Fourth one, illiteracy. Fifth one, poor health, malnutrition. Sixth one, child labor. Seventh one, helpless. These are all leads to poverty. I hope that you understood about the causes of poverty, then the types of poverty, then what is poverty, then two dimensions of poverty, that is social exclusion and vulnerability. Then we discussed about the poverty line, and poverty line may be different from one country to another country. And in rural areas, how much calories of food is necessary? 2,400 calories is needed in the rural areas, but in the urban areas only 2,100. That is sufficient for them. Why these differences happens? Because these rural people or village people, they are doing more manual work, more manual work they are doing. So not intellectual, manual work is doing. But in the urban areas, you know that intellectual work they are doing, more intellectual work they are doing, but they need only 2,100 calories is necessary for them. So a common method, what is poverty? A common method to measure poverty is based on the income. Poverty is based on the income of consumption, income and the consumption, income of the consumption level. We can call it as poverty line. In each country is having different poverty line. America's poverty line is entirely different from India's poverty line. America's a person is not having a car is considered as poverty, but in India a person owns a car considered as but that is considered as luxury. So that is the difference between India and some other countries. So different countries have different poverty line. Which country, if you consider about the countries, which country is having more poverty? You know that Africa, Congo, that African countries are more prone to poverty. They are more in the world. If you consider African peoples, they are more prone to poverty. So I hope that what is going to understand about what is poverty, what are the causes of poverty. I hope that you understand all about this. Thank you, children. Thank you very much.